So we're here looking at an ivy plant. So this ivy, as you can see, it grows out from the base of the tree and it climbs up a tree trunk. It has what are called rootlets, and they latch onto a tree's trunk. They don't actually damage the tree in any way, and they draw their own water and minerals from the ground the same as the tree does, and they bring it up towards their leaves. They make their own food through photosynthesis from their own leaves. Now, there's a lot of variety in ivy leaves, so some of them can have this three-pointed look and some of them are more oval, like this one. So it can be hard to identify them just from looking at a leaf. But you can see that the way they climb up the branches of Irish trees are a dead giveaway. And these are really, really important, and I think we generally undervalue ivy and how it contributes to wildlife. It has flowers, yellow flowers, until, let's say, October. Even some places it goes until November. The flowers have been finished on this tree, but once the flowers are gone they leave bees, and if they're fertilised, these will develop into berries. So if you want to look closer, you can see that some of them have already swollen up. You can see here they're getting bigger, and they'll develop into berries that are a dark colour, black looking berries. And those berries will be an incredibly important food source for birds through the winter. It has already helped bumblebees, hoverflies, some species of butterfly which continue on until the autumn, like the peacock butterfly, the red admiral. They all use the flowers of ivy, and by this time of year it's used as a food source for blackbirds, missel thrushes, wood pigeons. So they all use this berry through the winter because there isn't much around.
Another type of animal that greatly depend on ivy are bats. So we have 10 species of bat in Ireland, and of those, 5 of them roost in trees. So they can use holes or crevices, split branches in trees, but they also can roost behind dense ivy. So it's got double benefits for the bats because firstly, it has evergreen leaves that give them shelter from the elements all through the winter. And secondly, ivy grows on native trees, which tend to support more insect life than others. And that means that the bats have greater food source during the winter. Now they do hibernate, so they reduce their heart rate and they eat less and they go out less. But they do, during mild days during the winter, go out and hunt. And on those days, they have most food availability by being on ivy on native trees. So one particular species is best known for using ivy and using trees to roost, and that's the brown long-eared bat. So I'm sure they and all of the other species mentioned would be grateful if we left some ivy around on the native trees.